Hello everybody and welcome to Frank's Comic Castle and another video. And today, I don't have a haul, but I'm going to talk about hidden gem videos. Movies that I think don't get the attention they deserve and don't get talked about a lot, or not at all. You may know these movies, you may not, but to me they're not talked about. So it's my hidden gems. This is a segment that I want to continue doing with movies and with comic books as well. So I think we should just get started. I have as you can see, a good bunch of movies here, and I want to talk about each of them, and hopefully you will pick up these movies. The first one is a gangster movie. It's Blood In, Blood Out with a young Benjamin Pratt. So this is a story about specifically these two people who are brothers, which is a classic story because one turns into the gangster lifestyle and one turns into a cop. And I really, really liked this movie when I was young. I was a huge fan of the movie. It's quite a long movie as well. Let's see how long it is. 173 minutes, almost just short of 3 hours. It's a great piece of film. I think it's very, very underrated. Yeah, at the same time, it's done in the 90s, so you're gonna see, a lot of the 90s tropes and how the way it's filmed, and all that stuff. But I really like this movie. It made an imprint on me, and I remember seeing it for the first time on VHS, and I had it on VHS and loved it, and kind of forgot it for a few years, and was able to pick it up on DVD. I don't know if it's out on Blu-ray, but hopefully it's on Blu-ray. I haven't checked, but please, everybody, check out this movie. It's a great piece of cinema. I really, truly recommend it. Obviously, if you have almost 3 hours, take your time and watch this movie for the weekend or something. It's really cool. Next up is Brotherhood of the Wolf. I really, really enjoy this movie. So it has guys like Vincent Cassel, and Mark Dacascos, Monica Bellucci, and it's about this beast of Gabardon. It's really a folk myth. So the movie is based on reality, I suppose you could say, because this actually took place in Gabardon in France. And you can read about it. You go on Wikipedia, Google it. And there's several podcasts about this legendary beast that supposedly killed maybe a couple of hundred people even. And what it was, it's not really sure, but the speculation was a escaped circus lion or something, or a bear or a wolf, but nobody knows for sure. Nobody knows exactly, but it killed a lot of people, maimed them, and I truly recommend this movie. It's really, really nice. It's available on Blu-ray as well, but it's an expensive movie, unfortunately. It's a movie that is hard to come by as well. I was able to get this DVD about a year ago or so, maybe around a year ago. Bought it on Amazon. You can get it in several different versions. You can get, as I said, you can get it on Blu-ray, but you can also get it on different languages, the French version or the German version. Able to get it. Really, really happy about it. It's a tremendous movie. Let's see some specific. You can see the specifications: 134 minutes, so just over 2 hours. Truly recommend it. It's a very nice period piece, and it has some truth into it, truth about it. So truly recommend this movie, Brotherhood of the Wolf. Great movie. Next up is probably the most famous of all the movies I'm going to show you. Probably. It's 3:10 to Yuma with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, as you can see here on the cover. This is a remake of an older movie, also called 3:10 to Yuma, that came out in the, I don't know, was the 50s or 60s, but it's a remake of the old original movie. This is just a really, really good movie and a really, really good Western movie. We don't see a lot of Western movies these days at all because it's a genre that has died out, basically. It probably will return. We'll see Western movies every once in a while, but it's not like when you had Tombstone and White Earp and those kind of movies that were hot for a while there. But anyway, so you have the good guy in the white hat and the bad guy in the black hat. Kind of logical in itself. And it's a simple story. You see, it's 1 hour 47 minutes. I think this is available on Blu-ray, probably some streaming service as well. But it's great acting from both these guys. It's great scenery. They really make it look like the West, the Wild West. It's great scenery. It's great acting. It's, you know, everything is really, really good. It's great directing. And great writing. I haven't seen the original 3:10 to Yuma, but this is a really, really good one. You know, Russell Crowe plays a really great bad guy, and Christian Bale plays a really, really good guy, and he could actually, Christian Bale could play a really good guy and a really good bad guy. And quickly talking about Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, which is, I just watched the latest Thor, Love and Thunder. That was so bad. I'm gonna go off on a bit of a tangent here, but the latest Thor, Love and Thunder, was one of the worst, not just worst Marvel movies, but one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It was horrible. Absolutely horrifically bad movie. I didn't see anything good in it. Russell Crowe, or no, not even Russell Crowe. He was really bad. He's become fat Russell Crowe, as you know. Christian Bale was the saving grace of that movie, but it was pure shit. And when you look at Marvel, they've been more misses than hits of late. With She-Hulk, that is horribly bad. She-Hulk is so bad. Oh my god, the graphics, CGI is horribly bad. It looks really, really bad. I saw 3.5 episodes and gave up. I couldn't take it anymore with She-Hulk. Then you have Eternals, which wasn't really great. Black Widow, which wasn't really great. Shang-Chi, I liked Shang-Chi. And finally, Doctor Strange. That was a cool movie, but just Marvel really needs to shape up things. Sorry, got off on a tangent talking about 3:10 to Yuma. I got into it because these two guys are in it. Really, really great movie. Drama, thriller, great freaking period piece. Truly recommend this. Then we have Fallen with Denzel Washington and John Goodman. This is a true hidden masterpiece to me. It's a movie that never gets talked about. I don't think it's on any freaking streaming service. I don't know if it's available on Blu-ray. This is one really, really good movie about a demon and Denzel Washington chasing the demon, basically. But it's really, really good. And it has the Time on Our Side by Time Is On Our Side, or Time on Our Side by Rolling Stones. That's like a very big focus of the movie. It's that song, and has very big importance. But damn, this is a good movie. Let's see how long it is, because I can't remember myself. Special. All right. doesn't say. Great. Love it when these DVDs are... The Swedish translation is Trail of Evil, which Fallen, Trail of Evil. Damn it. Can't see. There we go. 119 minutes, so it's about 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. John Goodman plays a really quite bad guy. You know, Denzel Washington has his acting style where he's always sort of calm. But it's great. I really, really, really love this movie. Very underrated movie. Never gets talked about, never gets mentioned when you talk about Denzel Washington either. So truly recommend. Try finding it. Fallen. Damn good movie. Absolutely recommend it. Check Amazon if they have it. Here's a lesser known movie, a small budget movie, a small studio movie. This is Extracted. And with these actors, it doesn't have any famous actors at all. Sasha what's his name? Sasha Royce? Yeah, I think that he's the main actor in it. This is a, you know, it's a science fiction movie about this guy who is coming up with a machine or something that can go into people's memories, go into their minds. So he gets called to try to extract information from a kidnapper, where the kidnapped kid is. Or I can't. Yeah. So he goes into that person's mind. I make it sound kind of strange, right? Complicated, but it's really good. It's a movie that no one talks about because it's a, you know, it wasn't released. It's a direct-to-DVD movie, basically. It wasn't released in cinemas or anything like that. It's a simple movie. It's not, you know, it doesn't have to be high budget all the time, but I really like it. That's why it's a hidden gem, because no one talks about it, ever. Because no one knows about it, basically. And let's see, if we can see how long this movie is then. 85 minutes, so it's a short movie. Next up is Arlington Road with Jeff Bridges and Tim Robbins. I don't know if this is available for streaming. This is a great movie. Great movie. I truly recommend this movie. And it really talks about the FBI and the American government and what they do with terrorism. It references, you know, things like Ruby Ridge. Highly references Ruby Ridge as it's an important part of this movie. And if you don't know Ruby Ridge, that's a very tragic shootout that happened a few years ago. You can check out various documentaries and podcasts on Ruby Ridge. It was not a good thing, but so this talks about a Jeff Bridges, who's a professor at college, and he is professor in like terrorism and anti-terrorism and all that. And then you have Tim Robbins, who's the new neighbor. He moves in with his family just across the street from, and there's where the action begins. And as a great ending. It's a really, really good movie with two really good actors. They act really, really well. They just do really good work in this movie. I absolutely love it. It's a movie that definitely deserves more attention than it's getting. Probably of all these movies, this is maybe the one that deserves the most attention. There's another one, the final movie I'm going to show you, that is created as well. But this is a tremendous movie. Has a great plot. It's great acting by Robbins and Bridges. Just a damn good movie. And then we have Gallipoli with a very young Mel Gibson. It's one of Mel Gibson's very early movies. And let's see, it's an hour 47. So this takes place in 1915 during the First World War, where Australia fights in Gallipoli. The Turks, Gallipoli. So in this movie, Mel Gibson is a runner. You know, athletics, track and field. He's a very good runner, so he goes into the army, gets to Gallipoli. So his job is basically to run between the what's it called? The front. He's supposed. Sorry for it, but he's supposed to run between the front line and the general operation that steers everything, that decides. He's a runner because he's fast. He can do that. He can run the front line and he can run to the head of the operation, head of the war, basically. It's a very intense drama. You get to see a very young Mel Gibson. It's an Australian movie. It's a damn good movie. Very fine acting and very fine period piece, and it's a great war movie. I really like war movies. Not every war movie. There's a lot of great war movies that don't get the attention I should say, because war movies can be a sensitive subject. We don't see too many war movies. We do see a couple of more war movies here and there. Obviously 1917, it came out a couple of years ago. It was a great movie, and Gallipoli, if you can find it, just pick it up. And the final movie is also a war movie, and what I think is a very, very important movie. And that's a German movie called Stalingrad. This is the collector's edition with 2 discs. Let's take it out of that slipcase. Oh, there we go. This is Stalingrad. German movie about the Battle of Stalingrad and how basically that battle was one of the really big turning points in the Second World War. It really was very important. So this version has a very big documentary about it. It also has this very cool, very nice booklet that chronicles the war, the Battle of Stalingrad in a timeline. As you can see, 1940, you know, it's tremendous. And talks about the timeline of the actual Battle of Stalingrad, and talks about the war itself. And here we go. Open that up. Have the movie, and then you have the second disc with all the extras. That is very cool. This is a very important movie. I think this is a movie that could be shown in schools, because this shows the war. It doesn't, you know, romanticize the war, so to say. It just brings you the cold, hard facts of how brutal war can be, and especially how brutal Stalingrad was. The battle in Stalingrad was not nice. It was awful. Everybody suffered. The Russian soldiers, the German soldiers, the locals, of course, the innocents, the non-freaking soldiers. They suffered probably the worst of all, and you know, it led to horrible crimes and cannibalism in the end, because God damn it, it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And this movie is different because it's shown from the German side, so they speak German in this movie with German actors. It's not like American actors portraying Germans, which can be frustrating. That makes this movie even better. And it's not a happy story. It's a sad freaking story. It really is. Stalingrad, you know, spoiler, it doesn't end well for the Germans. It's not a happy movie, but it shows reality. It shows how brutal and horrible war is. And that's why I think it's a very important movie, and I think it would be great to be shown in schools along with, along with Schindler's List, about war and about the Second World War. So I truly, truly, truly recommend Stalingrad. Find it if you can in like this special edition or single edition or Blu-ray, or I don't think it's streaming. I would be surprised. Maybe on a German streaming service perhaps, but this is a really, really, really well-made movie, very important to history, to world history, and truly recommend this movie. Stalingrad, it's a damn good movie. So, there you have it. Those are my hidden gems for this video. Hopefully I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back this week, but hopefully next week, because I have, more likely next week, because I have a big box set incoming that I've been wanting to have for a long time. Finally got a really good price for it, so I couldn't pass it up. And I also have another movie incoming, but that'll be, seems like it's gonna take a little time for it to get here, because it's a Chinese movie and it's hard to get. Anyway, I'm gonna do more of these hidden gems with movies and also with comic books. So please subscribe and give me a thumb up. That helps me. It helps me to create more content, and hopefully see you again. As I said, please subscribe, give me the comment, and next time,